Welcome to episode 79 of News of the Squared.
It's like 69 added by 10.
That's right.
It's so now it's older.
Better. So Happy New Year, everybody. And here's our New Year's gift to you is to make you laugh.
From my ass.
Let's laugh off this fucking year and be done with it.
Last blast from this ass.
That's right. Crazy news that you might have heard of and might not, but you can follow us on Facebook and get all the crazy news stories. But in the meanwhile, why don't you join us here on a magical journey of laughter and fun.
Journey. Excuse me.
I really want to know.
So, Jeff, what do we have to start?
Jeff, we call upon you.
Oh, well, actually, this is a story that our intern, Mike Edwin, showed up with.
That little shit.
Yeah.
Owes me money.
Well, we had a couple other interns, like Crotch Rocket DJ or whatever the fuck his name was.
Oh,
I can't remember. No, we had a few others. We had some other ones. Round Mound of DJ Round. I don't remember who they were.
We
have to go back and find out what our intern names are that we keep.
And why do we still keep paying them?
We don't.
That's why we keep replacing them. Oh, I get it now.
We only have one intern that's permanent. Anyway, so apparently this is from the New York Post. 6-year-old racked up $16,000 on mom's credit card playing video games.
Yikes.
No parental control there.
6-year-old George Johnson secretly racked up more than $16,000 in the Apple App Store charges for his favorite video game, Sonic Forces, leaving his mom in shock. While working from home during the pandemic in Wilton, Connecticut, real estate broker Jessica Johnson, 41, didn't realize the younger of her two sons, had been going shopping on a shopping spree on her iPad over the month of July. George had bought an add-on boosters that started at $1.99 red rings, moving up to almost $100 in gold rings that allowed him to access new characters, more speed, and spending hundreds of bucks at a time. On July 9th, a day when Jessica was working in the next room, there were 25 charges totaling $2,500.
Oh, shit.
Quote, it's like my 6-year-old is doing lines of cocaine and doing bigger and bigger hits. She joked of her first grader. Jessica discovered Apple and PayPal were withdrawing hefty sums, $562 here, $601 there from her Chase account. She assumed it was a mistake or fraud and called the bank, confused by the unitemized charges. The way the charges get bundled made it seem almost impossible to figure out they were from a game, she said. Still clueless that it was George's doing, she filed a fraud claim in July when her bill reached $16,293.10.
Oh!
But it wasn't until October that she was told by Chase that the charges were indeed hers, and she needed to contact Apple. She realized it was George only when she reached out to Apple and walked through a buried running list of all the charges. You wouldn't know how to find it without someone directing you, she said. And when she saw the Sonic icon, she knew it was George. Apple said tough. They told me that because I didn't call within 60 days of the charges that they can't do anything. The reason I didn't call within 60 days is because Chase told me it was likely fraud and that PayPal and Apple.com are top fraud charges. Jessica got no sympathy from a customer service agent, even after confessing that she wouldn't be able to pay her family's mortgage. They're like, there's a setting you should have known, she recalled. Apple and Chase could not be comment on this matter. For all I know, this probably may have been fixed. With an article this size, you know that something got fixed. She admitted she hadn't put preventative settings on her account because she didn't know about them. Oh, come on!
I get an email every time I buy a song on iTunes.
I swear to
God. I get my upgrades every 30 days.
We're not exactly the most tech-savvy people either.
Yeah,
and all three of us have this shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, if Ivan can figure it out.
Ready for this? Here's a quote. Obviously, if I had known there was a setting for that, I wouldn't have allowed my 6-year-old to run up nearly $20,000 in charges for virtual gold rings, said Jessica, whose husband cares for the kids full time. Well, where's the husband during all this? These games are designed to be completely predatory, and I mean, there is some truth to the fact that these games are
microtransactions can get out of hand.
Yeah, that's the case, but you gotta
make sure that your kid is not able to buy stuff without your acknowledgement.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I mean.
And the thing about it was that if you watch the cartoons perpetuate about the gold rings making them faster and faster. So the kid assimilated what he saw in the cartoon in the game and said, "Oh, well, I got to get to these gold rings if I want to get my character to go quicker." So there it goes.
See, the problem is this kid. See, the sad part is that this kid didn't really missed out on opportunity here, because if he could have been just a little bit older, like if he was in his teens, you know what the story would be? It wouldn't be about Sonic. It'd be about $14,000 worth of charges for Pornhub. It really would. Okay? Or like Vivid.com, or you get the idea. I mean,
I understand where you're going. I mean,
seriously. I mean, I do think it's kind of fun. Like I said, I'm reading it and I'm like sitting here going, okay, where's your parental things? Where's your this? Where's your that? And I'm like, it's like, yeah, I mean, no offense, even all three of us have like a parental lock on ourselves, I think. I mean, where it's like, okay, I buy a candy bar. Boop. Okay, that popped in. I saw it. I know where it's at. Or, hey, this account balance has gotten low. Or, hey, I get
alerts all the time for my debit card for all the other things that I'm involved in. Or for my
Chase card, yeah.
Those and all this other shit. So, yeah, not knowing about it, no, I don't buy that.
16,000.
But that'd be the first thing you do when you give the kid a mobile device, is be sure that they can't charge it to their iTunes account.
Well, hold on a second.
And when it's linked to your bank account, that's even worse.
Wow. Right, well, so let's take this to a different perspective that I kind of laugh about.
Now they got all their information all around the world now? Okay,
no, not that. But it's like, what could you possibly buy for $16,000 to play Sonic?
Well, I guess there might have been.
I play a Transformers game on my phone, and you can buy stuff that's like up to $100. You can buy like coins, pretty much, and the coins buy you stuff so you can replenish your fuel or whatever, and then you can level up characters. But yeah, they got transactions all the way up to $100, and you throw like 10 of those, 20 of those out because you just wanted it, and you click it.
They rack up.
Yep.
Well, right, but we're talking 16,000 of those.
Yep.
I mean,
obviously the kid is logging a lot of hours on that iPad.
That's what I mean. I mean, I'm just kind of like looking at it going...
I mean, you raised a point. It's like, where's the father, Mr. I'm a full-time dad, taking care of these kids. All he's doing is monitoring the whatever progress that's happening on the iPads.
Well, I'm just looking at this from perspective. For 16,000, Sonic should have a bazooka.
Yeah, Sonic you should beat the game for less than way less.
For 16,000... that's my perspective. For 16,000, if you're playing a game and you've spent 16,000,
and you're still not done with the game,
right?
Well, it's not even that. It's like You should have a tank.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you? Or like a nuclear weapon. He should like wherever he runs, it explodes. You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Where's the additional weapon? Where's the additional power? Where's the additional scenario where
he should have theme music? He should have theme music. It should be like he should like walk out like John
album for that kind of money. Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, he should have like the John Cena theme, like do 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 do, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
Yeah, one of those where it's like
you put that much money into a game and you're still not able to beat the game. You can still keep going. They let you keep going.
I mean, he should have like bling on his Sonic guy where it says like George and stuff like that, you know, like big gaudy rings and like belts and.
Yeah, maybe a suit, man. You can kind of play like Elvis Presley.
He should look like Jay-Z or some shit like that. Like he should have like paid for like a grill on his teeth.
You know what? If he's gonna be dressed like that, man, why shouldn't he have his own, his own rap music, some of his own house music or something?
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, make him like like Wu-Tang and shit. Be just like, yeah.
I mean, seriously, for $16,000, he should basically Robotnik should be his bitch.
That's right.
The game allowed you to keep going.
Yes, he should.
Like it should be like, okay, Robotnik, you go kill everybody else. Okay.
Now, Robotnik, I want you to do something with me. He's like, give me a. Oh.
Anyway,
there you go.
I don't know.
He is bitch.
All right, what else we got, Mike?
Here's one from news.sky.com. A flame-throwing drone is used to torch wasp nests in China.
Yes.
The device is used as part of a campaign to eradicate more than 100 wasp nests near the city.
Why do I wrong with this? Why is this so wrong?
To eradicate more than 100 wasp nests near the city of Chongqing.
Chongqing?
Yes, that's the name of the city in China. A group in China is using a flame-throwing drone to destroy wasp nests. The device is being used as part of a we read that. Blue Sky Rescue, which is the China daily newspaper, describes as the country's largest non-governmental humanitarian organization, teamed up with residents to carry out the operation. A group of volunteers, which normally conducts search and rescue other than emergency work, raised enough money to buy a drone and equip it with a petrol tank and an arm-length nozzle.
Okay, stop. This is what he should have bought with $16,000.
Yes.
He should have like a drone with a freaking flamethrower on it.
Yeah.
For $16,000, you could have that.
Yeah.
Fire-breathing drone.
There's a video on the site that shows a recent mission by the drone, which involved hovering over a hive before unleashing a burst of fire, setting fire to the nest, which, because is made from wood pulp, is effectively paper.
Yes. I need this in my life. I need one of these.
We used to do that at the building, but in a whole different way, though.
So, an article on a local news app by the state-run TV said, the burning ashes of the wasp nest gradually peeled off and fell, and the surrounding residents applauded and praised the rescue team.
How much is this?
They raised...
Does it say?
Yeah, it says, but it's in British pounds. But it's still only 9,200 pounds, so it's like, I don't know, maybe like $11,000 or $12,000.
About that, yeah.
That's what the kid should have bought.
Yes, the kid should have bought that. What if, somehow in the Sonic game he'd have been able to control that?
Yeah.
For real.
Now, ecologists discourage the eradication of wasps as they are carnivorous, meaning they eat creatures gardeners and farmers regard as pests, as also act as excellent plant pollinators. But a colony will abandon their nest after the summer and won't return to it following year when the queen starts to build a new one. Because generally wasps are active in the warmer months and die away when it gets cold, but the queen hibernates through the winter, usually in the bark of a tree or anywhere protected from a frost.
Yes, well, let's just focus on the obvious part of this. Raise your hand if you want a flamethrower that's attached to a drone.
Yeah, especially if it kills wasp nests.
Forget wasp nests. I could use this on the freeway. Oh, you're going to cut me off, huh?
Just go ahead and fry somebody's hair in the front of somebody's convertible.
Yeah, not a good day to drive a convertible.
Yeah. Oh, you've decided not to wear a mask. Can you imagine if you worked at the hardware store and someone walked in and said, "I'm not going to wear a mask. What are you going to do about it?" "Oh, really? Cue my flame-throwing drone."
I'll show you.
Are you sure you don't want to wear it now?
That's bad for your health. Yeah.
Man,
oh my God. I feel like
I got a brain burn from this fucking fire-breathing little drone. Damn.
The only thing we're missing now is like a drone that has a cruise missile. That's all we're missing. Or guns.
Mini missile? Mini missiles, right?
Yeah, like a little missiles and stuff like that. Like the Mando missiles. Like they go...
Yeah, the whistling birds, yeah.
Yeah, all those little things.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, because this is.
If it's not happening already, are you kidding? Somebody's thought of this already. Somebody's put this into action already. It's out. Forget. Don't know about that. What?
They had those battling robots. Forget battling robots. We need battling drones.
There you go.
Drones.
Battle drones.
They do stuff.
Don't they have battle drones already?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, they've got UAVs. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's what you get with your Sonic game transactions.
Seriously, that's what you should get at Grid.
Right. What do we got next, Jeff?
Well, like I said, you find these stories on the Squares of the Roundtable Facebook page. Things like the fact that maybe you find out that there's a Waffle House next to a pirate bar, and you find a Waffle House pirate bar combination. You find out things about George Lucas defending Star Wars. You find out that there's apparently going to be a I guess we could talk about this here. This is really actually something for Squares of the Roundtable, but we could talk about it here because I kind of find it funny, which is, so apparently Hulu is doing an event series on their network based on the Pam and Tommy Lee sex tape.
Oh my God! They're bringing that back up out of my.
Apparently so. Lily. So Sebastian Stan is gonna play Tommy Lee.
The Winter Soldier is gonna play Tommy Lee of Motley Crue.
Yes.
Wow.
I think you have. So here's a real question: do you have the resume for that? And when I say that, I don't mean accomplished actor.
Or accomplished musician.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then here's the other part. Somebody named Lily James as apparently the person who's going to play Pamela Anderson.
If she had the hair, she'd kind of look like Pam.
I don't get it. And of course, because we need to have this somehow involved, Seth Rogen is on board to play the man who got his hands on the infamous sex tape. Because, that makes sense. But,
okay.
That makes all the sense in the world. But yeah, so apparently Hulu is in the process of developing this. And I'm just kind of like, why?
Because content, they need content.
Why would this fucking sex tape be even minutely relative in 2021? I mean, come on.
I mean, there is a
semi-period piece because it's back in the day before the internet, where everything was instantaneous, where these video cassettes were clandestine and they find their way into the population, not
I'm sure we
just
all have
instant.
Floating out there that we're ashamed of. Yeah, I guess you're right on that point. But man, it's just Tommy Lee, Crew, and Pamela Anderson. Have you seen them recently?
No, but I mean, for example, okay, so let's just put it out there. I mean, I've seen the tape. I don't know if either of you have. I mean, is Sebastian Stan gonna have a scene where he's driving the boat with his penis? Because that does happen in the porno, believe it or not.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's.
You're talking Mr. Swedish erotica over here. Yes, I get it.
I mean, I don't know. I guess. I mean, I get it. Everything. This. I mean, really, in reality, this was, before there was all these other sex tapes, like the Paris Hilton sex tape and the Ray J tape and all those tapes.
And the Rob Lowe.
Yeah. Well, no, Rob Lowe was before that, wasn't he?
Yeah, the Paris
Hilton was before that.
Paris Hilton, man. Whew, that was painful.
But I mean, this was the big sex tape before sex tapes.
Yeah. In other words, this was the one that actually put the whole thing out there. Yeah, I guess I can see your point. All right.
But I mean, look, there's some nostalgia. You're right. I mean, when was the last time you've seen Pamela Anderson out there in a while? But you're right. Which I kind of find it interesting because you're right. Pamela Anderson kind of disappeared from the scene. I can't remember when.
And any new pictures that I've managed to run into, man, she ain't looking so good. No offense. Okay, please don't take none. But yeah, she's not. She doesn't look like she's in good health there. So
I don't know. I can't answer that. But then again, I hate to say it. I mean, she made a lot of money real fast, and if she was smart about it, if she was smarter about it, she saved it, and she was able to get out of the public eye, and that's that. Just like, I hate to, the other part being, she was married to Tommy Lee at one point. Tommy Lee was not exactly broke, if you know what I mean. So,
well, no, there's a whole deep story on the whole Tommy Lee, Motley Crue experience, man. It's got a whole lot of skeletons in it, but it just I see your point. Yeah. So yeah, the relevance of it is
now that would be amusing if they had like Tommy Lee pilot the flamethrowing droid with his penis.
While he's playing Sonic on the video game.
Yeah, while he's playing Sonic with it at the same time. That's the part I never understood.
What's that?
It's like why? I mean, I don't know. I just kind of laugh. I always thought like after that tape, Tommy Lee would be like, okay, second career, okay. Yeah,
No, especially because never made that an exponent. I noticed.
And it's funny because it's like I kind of thought that might be a direction he'd go because at the time it happened, it wasn't exactly like Motley Crue was lighting it up as a band, and it wasn't like he was out there making it happen as a solo act either. So.
Well, it was just a moment. It was a moment in time. I mean, you got actors, you got musicians doing things, long before they became the thing. I mean, hell, Sylvester Stallone was the Italian Stallion. He was doing, stag films and shit. That's how he was able to get the money for the Lords of Flatbush. He had to make the money to get behind it for the movie company to even want to accept the project. Yeah, he was doing porn. So, everybody's got, have done that type of a thing, before they became the big time or in a middle of a time and place where nothing was going on. I mean, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they put that together, though.
But, yeah. But, I mean, that's like a story that's on the Squares of the Roundtable Facebook page. The fact that it looks like there's going to be a new John Larroquette-led Night Court. Looks like Seth MacFarlane's going to reboot Revenge of the Nerds. And then there's our next story, unless, Mike, you want me to take it, Mike, or you want to go for it?
I got it. Speaking of hidden snakes, this one from the MatadorNetwork.com. Eastern Australia has been covered with huge amounts of snake-infested sea foam in their beaches.
Shit.
He says, looks like something out of an otherworldly apocalyptic movie, but in reality, it's just a little sea foam. To be fair, it's more like an onslaught of sea foam whipped up by the intense storms this week that's covering the beaches of New South Wales and Queensland. While you might be tempted to flop right into it like diving into fluffy snow, you should probably think twice because sea snakes and other materials are lurking under the soft surface. No, not Tommy Lee, though. Although people are certainly enjoying the foam, both playing in it and taking photos of it, it's being advised to steer clear due to the presence of sea snakes, which could have gotten swept up in the foam. There are 32 species of poisonous sea snakes around Australia,
Nice.
and their bites require antivenom. The stormy waters are also bringing large debris into the shore. So trees and these guy, according to this guy, one guy for the Gold Coast Life Saving Services supervisor, says there's been trees and things that have washed up. There was half a cow that washed up at the beach yesterday. How does half a cow wind up in the ocean?
Mm.
Well, don't they have farms in Australia?
Not in the ocean.
No, not in the ocean.
It's
no.
from Atlantis.
Oh yeah, no wait. Last city of Atlantis. That's in the other side of the planet, dude. That's in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are trees and logs floating around, so please be careful. The foam is formed by the churning of seawater with algae, salts, fats, and other pollutants, and it's so thick that a dog was even lost and found in the foam this week at Snapper Rocks on the Gold Coast. So yeah, there's video from BBC Weather's Twitter account about almost like looks like mashed potatoes.
Friendly foam.
They need flame-throwing drones.
Yeah,
that would
burn the
all that
sea foam
shit
off.
up.
Yeah, and the snakes will go with them.
Yep.
Theory.
Wow, they'll clean the whole shore up, man. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. Send in the drones.
Send
in the
drones. Send in the drones. Isn't it foam, fire upon? Watch it all burn all over the shore. Send in the drones. Send in the drones.
Sea snakes. Is that code for something? I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, so that's a story there. There's a video that we have on our Squares page about a woman who found a raccoon in her Christmas tree. I don't know if it's
for something. Was that code for something?
No, I'm serious.
A raccoon in her Christmas tree?
Yep, and there's part of it where it's funny. There's part of it where it's not, because at one point she's got a dog, and the dog gets in.
Oh, wait a minute! I think I saw a videotape of this. I think I saw.
Yeah, was it on the Tommy Lee sex tape?
It
was on a videotape, Ivan.
It was on the television.
Okay.
Somebody had taped it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may have been. I think I saw it on Inside Edition.
It's this posted from the Views Facebook page. Where
Yeah.
the raccoon was battled a dog and took refuge on a ceiling lamp before eventually being chased back outside. Just like the Christmas Vacation. Squirrel.
Yeah, although the dog I will admit, because there are a lot of people who freaked out about why would you let the dog anywhere near it? Those things are vicious. Yeah. Not wrong. But anyway, that brings us to this. This brings us to this story from CNN. For the right amount of money, you can help blow up Donald Trump's former casino. Atlantic City is offering critics of President Donald Trump the chance to celebrate his departure with a literal bang. Mayor Marty Small Sr. Announced Thursday that the Jersey Shore town is auctioning a chance to push the button that will set off an implosion of the now closed Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino. They plan to donate the money raised to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Atlantic City. According to the mayor, personally, I'm a pretty ambitious guy. I want to raise at least $1 million. The funds will go towards expanding and sustaining the club's operations for its 3 sites across the city. And the club serves as many as 1,200 children per year and expanded its operations amid the pandemic to 12 hours a day. It was originally scheduled to happen around New Year's Eve, but is now set for early February. The bidding is already live online with a lot of action already, says the mayor.
Yeah, I don't see a link on the article. I want to see how much money they've raised.
So apparently this was closed in 2014. And it says, "Listen, make no mistake, Carl Icahn is a major player in this town. We appreciate all the contribution he's made to the great city of Atlantic City. His future administration will assist in any way it can on the site's future." So yeah, obviously. Well, now I read somewhere that Stormy Daniels wants to be the first person to push the button, or that.
Bully.
Will the button be shaped like a mushroom?
Oh, maybe she should swat it with a magazine with his picture on it or something.
Or set it on fire with a fire-breathing drone.
Yeah.
As long as the sea foam isn't collecting around the shore at Atlantic City.
Right. So if you want, you can donate money towards having the opportunity.
So it's like a lottery, so you get a name in a drawing, and maybe you're the one who gets to push the button.
I don't know. Maybe, I guess.
That sounds about right. I think that sounds about right.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
And of course, CNN has reached out to a spokesperson for the Trump organization for comment, but of course, no comment's been reached at this time of the article. So, no comment.
I got a comment for you from President Trump. It's going to be a big explosion. It's going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest explosion there ever was. Huge.
My casino will blow up and make the biggest crater you ever saw. Believe me.
I'm going to raise a lot of money for charity because it's huge.
That's right, huge. This one from CBS News. Sheriff's officials say they've busted an illegal winery that was operating at a sewage plant in small North Alabama town.
Some shitty beer, anyone?
That's wine. It ain't beer. Hey, man.
Shitty wine.
The DeKalb County Sheriff's Office said in a statement it received an anonymous tip about an alcohol operation at a municipal building in town of Rainsville on Thursday. Investigators that uncovered what's described as a large illegal winery inside the Rainsville wastewater treatment plant. Photos released by investigators show glass containers, buckets, a fermenting rack, and other equipment often used by people who make wine at home.
All the places you could make them wine.
Okay. People's wasting, and then, of course, they're waiting for what's going on in that wine, man. Hell no.
The agency says officers seized a lot of illegal alcohol, and arrests are expected. The town of about 5,100 people is 100 miles northeast of Birmingham.
Oh, shit.
I want to
It is a distinct... that's distinct, right?
The alcohol is... if it's a high-proof alcohol, it might be explosive. You could use it to help blow up Trump's casino.
Yeah, especially with the drone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strap the illegal wine to the drone, and they could use it as an accelerant.
Or you could use it like for target practice, mobile target practice. You throw the bottle up in the air, and you let the drone see if it can hit it with a flamethrower.
So they found more than 100 gallons of white and red liquid, which I presume is wine. It's legal to make limited amounts of wine at home in Alabama, but it's illegal to have more than 15 gallons homemade wine or beer at a time. So they limit the number of gallons you can have of moonshine, pretty much.
Yeah, because it designates you as what, an alcoholic?
No, just you're muscling in on the alcohol business.
Have you guys ever experienced white lightning, Have you ever tried that, really?
No.
Like straight alcohol?
No, I'm not actually, while I am drinking a 7-7 right now, but no, I'm not partaking in most hard liquors.
Jeff?
No, I'm more of a greased lightning guy.
Okay, John Travolta.
All right. No, I mean, I don't have a huge, beer. I don't have a huge beer tasting thing for myself. I mean, I do like a good mixed drink every now and again, but yeah, I tried it was one night. It was at, when was it? It was over at a party. and was at my uncle's house, and he had come by with this jar. And I remember my dad, he was laughing because he thought, because, well, I guess that was the times. It was the 60s. So, hey, come on over here. My uncle's like, here, you take a taste of this. I took one suck of this stuff, man. I thought my hair was going to fall off my head, man. I was like, he starts laughing. He goes, wow, 110 proof. He's still standing. I'm just like, okay. So yeah, that was I think that was the first and only time that I ever had white lightning like that, man. My goodness. So, but I'm so pretty comfortable with like a good tequila. I'm pretty good with a good rum. I mean, you guys have a preference as far as drink is concerned?
Well, if I'm not having beer, I'll just have like a 7-7 like I'm having now, which is just 7-Up and Seagram's.
Okay, that's good. I mean, is it good?
I enjoy it.
You wouldn't be drinking if it wasn't good.
No, but I'm just saying because I've never had it. That's why I'm asking.
It's horrible, but he drinks it all the time.
Now, look, mister, we serve hard drinks here for men who want to get drunk fast, and we don't need any characters around to give the joint atmosphere. Am I clear?
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
See, I'm just curious. Okay, that's why I ask questions about certain things. That's all.
Okay.
And you say what do you do for thrills as far as alcohol, Jeff?
It depends. Like I'll do Jack Daniels. I'll do some vodka. It's funny. The other day I was doing. I got some chocolate packets, made some hot chocolate, and basically dumped some Baileys into it.
Okay.
Yeah, Irish cream in your coffee. There you go.
Oh,
I like
Coco.
that.
Oh, okay.
Coco is much better.
All right. Next story, Jeff.
Well, you can use both.
Yeah. So apparently there's a new orchid species that is the ugliest in the world, and this thing does look ugly.
It's on CNN. The article's on the Squares page, and yeah, it is ugly.
It looks like the thing from Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh my God, that is ugly.
Only less green. Looks kind of rotten.
Yeah, but it looks like it has like a mouth that like you could eat. Like
the picture you guys are putting in my mind,
it's
man.
like a D&D monster.
Yeah. It's labeled Gastrorida agriculturus. Labeled the ugliest.
Is it like stomach gas? Gastro?
Maybe. Labeled the ugliest orchid in the world by the Royal Botanic Gardens.
A plant that farts.
According to this, from the researcher, it's not very attractive. I must say it's fleshy looking, red inside and brown on the outside. It's Tommy Lee.
Yeah, Tommy Lee will want to take a shot at that.
Yeah.
I'll have the fire-breathing drone take a shot at that.
This doesn't make any more interesting. It's just ugly. I don't even talk about much more of this. It's just an ugly-looking plant. That's the deal. It's an ugly plant.
Where's this at? This is in Madagascar.
Is it? I don't know. I don't care.
All right.
It sounded interesting, and then it didn't get so interesting.
Located has no leaves. Has no leaves, grows from a woolly tuberous stem, and spends most of its life underground, emerging only to flower or produce fruit. Ooh, fruit. Ooh,
oh, so it's kind of like Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee's penis. Voila!
To produce fruit. Okay, got it. Oh, shit. And the beat goes on.
I don't know about the beat, but hello.
Okay.
So McDonald's in China has debuted a new sandwich. And it's already debuted it. It is a sandwich that is made up of 2 slices of Spam and crumbled up Oreo cookies.
Oh my God.
The whole thing is apparently topped in a sauce flavoring that is iconic of the Oreo cream filling.
Oh, God. Oh.
Oh, that sounds nasty.
Sounds like...
oh, hell no, man. No.
Proof that the Chinese will eat anything.
No.
If they won't eat it, they'll set it on fire with their drones.
Okay,
yeah, seriously.
Okay,
maybe that's how they cook it.
Burn that shit up, man.
Yeah, that's how it's flame broiled. Yeah.
No, that's bullshit, man. No. Oh, the thought of it. Now my head is scarred for the rest of the night. Oh my God, that sounds horrible.
400,000 are being produced and sold.
Oh, somebody's taste buds are messed up, man. No, but not mine. No, I can't.
This must be how the Chinese think Americans eat.
You think that's true?
Maybe that's part of it.
So let me ask you a question: would you eat that or the McRib?
I eat the McRib.
Have to go with the McRib.
Really? Are you sure?
No, yeah. I'm not eating Spam and Oreo cookies.
That's the choice I got. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the McRib, man. That Spam with the fucking cookies and shit. What the hell? God,
See, I'm convinced the only reason the McRib still exists is because of that Simpsons episode.
Well,
the one with the rib witch.
Rib witch. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised because cartoons have become precursors of reality lots of times. And
because there was a period of time. So there was a period of time when what would happen is, which is McDonald's would have the McRib, and it wouldn't just come out at certain times of the year. It depended on what region of the country you were in that they would release the McRib. So there were people who, and this is true, there were really people who would go from city to city
or state to state,
whenever the McRib would show up, to go on like this McRib tour. And so that's what the Simpsons is making makes it a whole entire episode of where Krusty Burger has something called the Rib Witch, and Homer goes on like this tour of where all the different cities that are going to have we're going to have the Rib Witch,
Okay.
But it's all based on reality, which is at one point it was indeed.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's like you're surprised at these things, and then how some of these things out of pop culture become part of your, your general, mental, part of your thinking. You're like, yeah, it impresses upon you.
They should bring back the McDLT.
McDLT was good. I like the McDLT.
We'll have to do away with the foam container, though.
Right, that's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
I worked at McDonald's. I worked with those foam containers.
Hot stays hot, cold stays cold. What do you got next? Or want me to take this story?
Well, no. The only thing I was going to say about the foam containers is I do miss. Like as a kid, I used the foam containers because you could do all kinds of things. Like it's the giant clam has eaten like snake eyes or some shit like that. Yeah. You can't do that shit now with
the paper ones. No,
the paper ones. You can't do that. No. You can't turn them into things.
Design shit with them, man. On the styrofoam and stuff like that.
Right. You do stuff like they do art projects in school where you'd put the googly eyes on them and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And make them into puppets and shit. It's like you can't do that with the cardboard ones.
No.
I understand it's saving our environment, but you're taking kids' imagination away. But okay. So bad news, Ivan.
What?
You can no longer watch full-length Formula One races on Pornhub.
And why not?
So, apparently there was a video that surfaced on Pornhub that was I guess indeed either a child pornography thing or a prostitution ring kind of thing. So Pornhub obviously pulled it down, And they decided what they were going to do at this point, and not that I would know anything about this, but basically they removed anything that wasn't from a verified performer off of their site. And they removed I want to say somewhere between 500,000 to 1 million videos.
Wow.
Off their site. And so, ironically, one of the things that people were doing on Pornhub is
live streaming sporting events.
Right, they were live streaming certain sporting events because basically Pornhub used to, basically the way they put it is Pornhub used to let just about anyone upload anything they wanted. Well, it means you got a lot of porn. The site was packed with other excellent content, which I never knew this, which included full-length Formula One races, among other things. Formula One is notorious for cracking down on any content creator that uses any of its products, logos, clips, whatever, in videos. So it's hard for people to upload unauthorized full-length races on traditional video platforms like YouTube. One simple workaround was to upload the full-length races to Pornhub,
where it was free and clear.
Amazing.
Right. So basically, I didn't realize that this was the case. So basically, apparently you could be watching all kinds of other shit on Pornhub other than porn. At least until recently, when, like I said, they've now changed it where it's if you're not a verified content provider, that's gone.
Yeah, we're not going to upload whatever you got.
Yeah, so you can't see that famous race where they have on the Australian beaches where they race around the sea foam.
Right.
The snake-infested sea foam.
Snakes that bite them in the legs before the fire-breathing.
It sounds like an episode of Speed Racer. Wow, we can't race around the beaches of Australia. Aw, the sea foam will get you and the snakes will bite you. Aw.
I just find it kind of amusing because it's could you imagine talking to your friends yeah, I'm going to be watching some Formula One racing. Oh, really? Where do you find that? Pornhub.
Sure,
what?
Right, yeah.
Right.
No, what are you doing? I'm watching the races. Oh, yeah, sure, right, yeah.
What are you watching? Shut game. Sure you are.
Yeah, okay. Tell me another one now.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah, oh, man.
I didn't realize it. Boy, I didn't realize you could upload stuff like that. That's kind of funny.
Hey, Otis.
It's damn it! Will you stop uploading all these things with boobs on it? I'm trying to watch the race.
Darn pornography! Where's my Formula One race?
Yeah, it's damn pornography. I'm trying to watch racing.
Enough of the pop-ups now. Come on.
Yeah, why are they always having these commercials about lube? It's not oil lube either. It's lube.
It's not motor oil. It's not Pennzoil.
Yeah.
It's KY.
Not crude oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, why are they talking about Quaker State in a weird way?
Speaking of mysterious liquids, the cola wars of the 70s and 80s may be reignited in the new year, because Pepsi has thrown down the gauntlet in a lifetime rivalry with its product that may a little bit too close home for Coca-Cola. On Thursday, the soda giant announced their newest limited edition soda, which they say is inspired by the classic seasonal hot cocoa. What's sweeter than saying bye to the worst year ever? Pepsi Coco Cola. The latest concept from Pepsi's test kitchen, Pepsi shared on Twitter. Pepsi is making a Coco Cola.
Ooh.
That sounds a little bit close to another name of another Pepsi.
Yep, just a little.
Yeah. There's
Coca-Cola?
There's nothing more classic than hot cocoa on a winter day, but this year has been anything but typical, Pepsi marketing chief Todd Kaplan said in a statement. So why not bring together the delicious taste of Pepsi with the delicious wintry taste of chocolate and marshmallow and bring some unexpected joy to our fans of this season. We are confident we nailed Pepsi Coco Cola and can't wait to get this in the hands of cola fans this winter.
I want one. Oh, that sounds awesome.
It's followed its limited edition flavor Pepsi Apple Pie, which was released last month ahead of Thanksgiving. I didn't hear about this Pepsi Apple Pie.
Nope, me neither.
Yeah. So, so I don't... Pepsi Coco, in quotation marks, Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Says, stay tuned for details coming in 2021.
Well, I've got the perfect piece to go with that.
What's that?
And it's ironically the same company, I think. Well, no, maybe not the same company. KFC is creating a gaming console that keeps your chicken warm.
Nice.
Wow.
The fast food chain reveals a real gaming console powered by Intel that keeps your fried chicken warm while you play video games.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's the future.
Back in June, a day after PlayStation 5's reveal, KFC posted a video showing off its KFC console on social media, saying the gadget was equipped with a chicken chamber featuring a red-hot grill.
A chicken chamber.
So originally it was a prank at the time, but now KFC has clarified its gaming console is in fact real, but the gimmick is that it keeps pre-cooked KFC chicken warm. There's no grill or deep fry inside the KFC console, but it is a real
KF
gaming console that boasts an Intel Nuke 9 mini computer and a swappable GPU slot. They unveiled it. And reassuring confused gamers that the KFC. Let's see. So Intel rep claims that it's reassuring that confused gamers that the KFC console is not real and it's a hoax. The official KFC gaming Twitter account also released a new video of the Tuesday chamber showing off the chicken warming, and they said, yes, it's real, yes, it's powered by Intel, and yes, it's a chicken warmer. So I don't know if this is real or not, but you can have your Coca-Cola.
Pepsi Coca-Cola.
What I really want to know is what games can you play with it? Because it doesn't sound like it's a PlayStation or an Xbox.
It says it's VR ready and supports ray tracing. I don't know what that is. But it says the KF console offers smooth and fluid, high-frame gameplay at 240 frames per second on all games, with supports 240 hertz output from 4K displays. So, and it comes with its own heating lamp.
You know what we need to do? We need to watch the Lifetime movie with this that we all never watched.
I know. Can you play Mario Lopez in the video game?
Now, that would be something.
In 2019, KFC released a real game called I Love You, Colonel Sanders Dating Simulator.
We talked about this.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about this on the show. We actually talked about this one.
The dating simulator, yeah.
Where you have to help Colonel Sanders with getting a date. Yeah, we talked about this one. That's yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, that doesn't stay creepy.
So, here's the most important question.
Yes.
If you're getting one of these, regular or extra crispy?
Original recipe.
Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. This kid's a moron. $16,000, and he didn't even get a chicken warmer.
He could have played video games and kept his chicken warm at the same time. But he didn't.
And got Coca-Cola.
And a Pepsi Coca-Cola.
Man.
Wow.
Totally not infringing on copyright.
What happens if you hate... You could have heated a Sonic. I bet you could have heated a Sonic the Hedgehog in there, too. It's got to taste like chicken, right?
We're never going to know.
All right. I'll tell you what doesn't taste like chicken. And you know, I don't know if you want to heat it in there, which is Tommy Lee's tube steak. All right. So, Mike, I think we have one last story, right? Is that all we got?
I think so.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, my gosh. Odie says hi.
Hello. All right, what do we got? Is this it? This is the last one?
It's a cake designer has recreated the Home Alone house in gingerbread to mark the 30th anniversary of Home Alone.
Oh my gosh. What's everybody's infatuation with Home Alone?
It's okay. Not my favorite Christmas movie.
But everybody's like,
there.
it's a big deal about the Home Alone movie and, of course, what happens to the kid and all the other stuff. Yeah, I mean, it was good, but, I wouldn't say it's kind of top of your list when you want a Christmas movie, at least not for me anyway.
Before all, like, the Titanics and all that stuff, that was like one of the top grossing movies of all time.
Well, that's true. I guess so.
Was Home Alone. I mean, that is like... I mean,
Michelle?
come on. It was pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I had no problems with Home Alone.
Yeah, they reviewed it on the Movies That Made Us. They talked about Home Alone.
Just not every time.
Yeah. So Michelle Wibowo, an award-winning artist and cake designer, created a gingerbread replica of Kevin McAllister's house from Home Alone. The replica took more than 300 hours to complete and was commissioned by Disney Plus to celebrate the film's 30th anniversary. Her creation included 63 trees, 33 windows, 14 pizza boxes, and 6 lampposts. Miniature versions of the characters, including Kevin and the Wet Bandits, can be found on the set. The McAllisters' edible home is currently at Oak Center for Children and Young People at the Royal Marsden in Surrey, where it's being displayed for pediatric patients and their families to create holiday memories together.
Wonderful.
Because the beloved John Hughes film was heralded in the holiday season that was first released in November of 1990 and has continued to enchant viewers in 3 decades since. The film, which is the highest-grossing domestic comedy of all time, turned 30 this year. And the award-winning food artist was celebrated by creating an incredibly detailed gingerbread replica of the McAllister home. And it's huge. It's like not as big as Trump's casino is going to get demolished, but it's like a foot tall and it's like 3 feet wide.
Wow.
And it's really expertly crafted too.
Like when people come to town, like if I'm hanging out with people and they live because I don't live far from the Home Alone house.
Yeah, it's in Winnetka.
It's funny because people will ask me, it's like, hey, do you know where that is? Can we go? And I'm like, okay, sure, I guess. It's still kind of a big deal.
Kind of a thing.
Kind of a thing. I mean, it's no long duck dong, but it's a thing.
No, I'm sorry, it's 5 feet tall and 4 feet wide.
Wow.
So it's basically the size of Tommy Lee's penis.
Yeah. Tommy Lee might be able to fit in it.
Man, with
Ding dong!
Yeah, don't ask him to ring the doorbell. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess who's coming for dinner?
So happy holidays. Get yourself a McAllister home gingerbread house.
Yes, and you can eat it with your Spam and Oreo burger and
that's nasty.
Your Pepsi Coca-Cola and your reheated chicken and your KF console.
I'm still going to try the Pepsi Coca-Cola.
You better find it.
Not about that.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, would be groovy.
Yeah. So I guess that'll do. Episode 79, our last News of the Squared for 2020.
Well, I mean, I really hate to say that it's been a good year, 2020, but let's hope we never go through another 2020, please. So let's hope that's for 2021.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have more fun.
So check us out on our Facebook page. You can read these crazy stories. We're on Instagram and Twitter. We're on YouTube. Click the bell. Ivan's on Twitch, Java and Ivan. Andy's on The Spinning Wheel. Jeff's on Steinamite Productions. Send us an email, sotrtpodcast@gmail.com. Download the show on your favorite podcast hosting platforms. And a Happy New Year to all our listeners.
Happy New Year!
Now, go get that drone.
Yeah, let's have a cookout.
Oh, yes, and follow the Iron Sheik on Twitter.